Right, have fun, have fun. Morning world, welcome to Friday the 14th. We are off to Access Engineering to put a winch bumper on Wilf. Yeah, so if you remember our old cherry picker, our TD5 110 cherry picker, I had my old Aircon winch bumper from my previous Defender on that vehicle. Well, that's gone. But part of the deal with Andy when he bought it off me was, I need the winch bumper back. And it's like, yeah, that's no problem. I said, he said, let me take it away. I'll take it off for you and I'll drop it in. I said, that lovely job, no problem. And I spoke to him yesterday. He said, actually, if you want to come over to the workshop, I've got it off. He said, I'll give you a hand to put it on. Well, that's even better. So that's where we're going. There is a second reason for going to Andy's workshop, and that is I have made a purchase. I've actually bought a machine. It's not a telehandler, and it's not a tractor. It's actually not really anything for the farm at all. It's for the tree team. So we bought the Nissan Cabstar cherry picker, and it's much higher capacity, capability than the old Land Rover. The old Land Rover did 13 meters, which did kind of most of the things you want to do. The new cherry picker goes a lot higher, but it has absolutely no off-road capacity at all. So we thought, well, we're lacking something now. Well, I bought something to take up the slack. It's a bit, how can I put it? It looks a little bit tatty, but in fact, a couple of years ago, I went back to the manufacturers, got a new engine, new motors, new bushes, new pins. Basically, mechanically, it's pretty much as good as new. The only thing that lets it down is the colour. And it's like, well, do you know what? The colour is not going to make it any less efficient or any less safe. I said, we'll address the colour another day. So for the time being, it's going to have to be sort of a off orange. You'll see. I found it. I found our old picker too. Right. Don't know if I can film in here, so we'll wait and see. We're good to go. Ugh, good old Andy. And there is the winch bumper. He has got aircon, yeah. That's an aircon winch bumper.
So it's going there. So
yeah, that's why he stick
aircon as well. And that
yeah, that's why he stuck out a bit further, because he's a aircon bumper, so it should fit straight on there. Famous last words. I actually think they believe it. I think they believe what they're doing is
make sure that all the Chinese take over the whole of our country.
It's madness. Bloody madness. So what happened to being, food secured, especially with the bloody world we got them in it? World's gone mad. Of course, I forgot to bring the bloody isolator switch.
No, there was one in it.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Yeah, it would be unusual for me not to put an isolator switch in it. So.
They've got power edges.
Oh, was it? I know a bloke with a cherry picker would probably help you out with that.
Not on my fucking lawn.
Yeah. The hole doesn't look terribly lined up, does it? It's a lot easier than a ratchet, hand ratchet. And actually, it was all going so well until someone said something. Yeah. They did a nice job of winding that back up last time, didn't they?
No.
Right, I'm going to stand back a bit just in case that slips off and cracks me right in the manjals. Ching! Do you want to put this bumper back on the...
Yeah, if you,
Yeah.
if that's okay.
Yeah. There you go. Actually, it's getting it. He's on there. He's flipping on there. Hey? We got it. Is it worthwhile putting a bit of copper grease or anything on these before we put them back in, or?
Yeah, there's plenty of oil on. No, I've used the ones out of it, they're all covered in oil.
Oh, all right, fair enough then. Oh, mate, the old engine. Right, I don't know how much I've recorded because blinking camera froze again. So we're well on with getting the bumper on now. It's on and is now doing the cabling. So I've done really well. I've done nothing. But yeah, while we're here, I'll just show you my new purchase for the tree team. There it is. Slightly off orange, but new basket, new batteries, fully serviced, all new pins, all the hydraulics checked, all the pipe work done, mechanically 100%. So, and they'll know their way around it because it's exactly the same boom as on our old Land Rover. So basically it's same boom as that. Same controls. And they don't have to push it because as drive motors on the wheels, that when we get at the site, they can drive it to where they want to go. So yeah, happy days.
Cables had a bolt.
Oh, is that me fuse?
Yeah. All you had was a bolt bolting them together.
I did have just a bolt bolting them together.
The chassis. So what I'm going to do is, because we obviously still got to extend the chassis, the cable.
Yeah, put a fuse in line.
Put the fuse in line, and it's going to be underneath.
That's all right.
It's
The chances of it going is slim, but
it's 300 amp. You're never going to blow it on that winch.
no. But that'll go before it catches the thing on fire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come back onto the same isolator.
Yeah.
That you've got the tipper on.
Oh, you use the one switch for both things, are you?
You're not going to do both at the same time.
No, that's fine. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I can run it literally from there. I can join the main power cable underneath using this
Yeah.
because it's not long enough.
Happy days.
I've got another short bit in there.
Yeah.
Just keep it side up there.
Yeah, and safe. We like safe.
Keep it going Arky
Arky Sparky. We'll avoid the Arky Sparky. Arky Sparky usually ends up with Flamey Wamey, didn't it? So.
And you sit there at the side of the road looking at it thinking, I used to like that land.
Right, he's gone back underneath now. He's looking for a bolt for earth. So, there is one. I know there is one. Tree team would be happy. They use this a lot. Well, I don't mind getting underneath there and helping, but there's not really room for two of us.
No, there isn't.
Not without getting really up close and personal. I like you, mate, but not that much. I gotta find somewhere to put that now. Used to go on there, but the lads took the plate off, so I might have to stick it up. I might take that off and stick you up under there. That'd work. Right, I've taken my old spotlight bracket off, because that gives me room to put that under there temporarily.
You can actually make yourself fucking useful.
Look at that, I could put the screw in.
That's good. Should be able to maybe cable tie that onto the grill then, it'd be fine then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Visible.
Yeah. Well, as long as it's legal to get me home and that, and you know. Yeah.
Wire brush. Put that.
Oh. Oi! Come here. Come on. Come on. Yeah. It's a good car alarm though, isn't it?
It's their place.
Well, thing is, you know, you're going to go in there and you know the face is going to be removed from your head if you try.
My Jack Russell, what do we do? Find lipstick.
Oh, will he? Oh no, she's far too much of a miserable little cow for that. Yeah, that's not going to get away with that, am I? Andy went to open the door. The dog nearly had him. Right, okay. No, it's out here. You little bugger. Biscuit. Biscuit. Yeah, come here, you. Leave him alone. Don't eat the nice man. Don't eat the nice man. He's just helping me out, all right? He's helping me. Moody. Right, just connecting earth cable to chassis, and we should be golden. And if a fuse ever goes, I know where to come and get a spare one from.
It's got a 300 amp one in there, so it's well over the top. Really.
Yeah.
Okay, we're saying we're putting interlock. No, there's no interlock on.
Right, we're going to shoot a little educational video for the tree team on how to use the nifty 120T. And Andy's got all the confidence that the guys are going to get this and not break it, Martin.
First thing, and you will forget to do this, before you use it,
Unlock it.
Take the travel clamp off, otherwise you will snap it. And you take the boom up.
There's enough power to do that, is there?
It will snap it clean off.
All right.
So don't forget to do that.
Don't do that. So
right.
Don't forget that, Martin. That bit there.
Okay. This one here.
Yeah.
This is for the traction drive.
Right.
So you've unhitched it.
Yeah.
And you want to move it, position it into a different place. Little dead man trigger, just here.
Right.
Pull the trigger. Motor runs.
Yeah.
This lever here will push the drive, the wheels.
Okay.
Down onto the drive wheels.
Yeah.
Once they're engaged, this lever here is simply backwards and forwards with the machine.
Yeah.
And if you
left and right, so you can steer it.
You steer it from there as you're going along.
Right.
When you're going to move it again, do not forget to disengage the traction drive, otherwise you blow the motors up.
Yeah. Martin, don't forget.
Okay, please do. Right, once you're in the position where you want to work, then come onto this lever here.
Yeah.
This one here again brings the motor in, or if you've got the engine running,
Yeah.
because it's got a flow valve, so it knows
It senses
if the
it.
engine's running.
Oh, right, okay.
And it won't bring the motor in, it will just run off the pump off the engine if you've got the engine already going.
Right,
You
okay.
haven't got to switch anything, it does it with a flow valve.
Right.
But for the moment, push that down, then it's just the same as on the Land Rover, your four legs
Right.
up and down. And then a little bit here, put the front legs down first
Yeah.
to take the weight off the jockey wheel.
Yeah.
Then
So
the
you
back
don't
one's
bend
down.
the jockey wheel, Martin.
Okay, and then level it up as you would do the old Land Rover.
Yeah.
From there on in, it's the same machine.
Exactly the same as the old one. Yeah.
So from the ground control, obviously you're not clambering up into it. It's a lot easier to get into. Key switch here, once the legs are down,
That made me jump, you bugger.
it'll have the siren if your legs aren't all set.
Right, okay.
Once the legs are set, it'll stop switching to them regular noise.
Yeah.
It's again just that pressing that in, controlling your levers. This exactly the same from the ground controls that used to be up here on the Land Rover.
Yeah.
And these will control the lower, up and boom, and the slew. You can't tell you in and out from the ground.
Right.
It does the other 3 functions.
Right, okay.
If there's an issue with it,
Hand pump,
which
yeah.
we're familiar with from
Yeah, we are familiar with the hand pump,
Okay.
yeah.
And then once it's all set up, click the kick, that's to be down to operate the traction drive and the legs and the ground.
Yeah,
Click it back off.
yeah.
Then you've got the same switch up the top here. Just turn it on.
Right.
Okay, I'm not gonna make any noise.
No, because you press the
switch
stop.
it. And then you've got the same controls: telly, lower, upper boom, slew,
Yeah.
and your cage level one back in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly the same.
It is exactly the same, yeah.
It's the same.
Exactly.
A nice open cage.
Yeah, and they haven't got to sweep the sawdust out of this one.
Okay. And if any issues, refer to the operator's manual.
It's got an operator's manual, Martin.
Okay.
Not that I'm picking on Martin or anything. There's not the easiest bloke who
So,
usually breaks stuff.
It's
Yeah, and a nice new cage. So to charge the battery, it's just plug him into the mains.
just plug it in. I haven't got to do any more than that. It's got a little fly lead going with for if you go that or 110, whichever you've got.
Yeah,
You haven't got to switch anything over. It's fully automatic.
right.
So just plug it in, and away you go.
Yeah, set of nice new batteries.
Yep.
Happy days. Right.
I'll put a bit more petrol in it before I drop it off to you, 'cause it's just enough in there to run it.
Oh, is it?
I should put a full tank of fuel in.
That's very kind of you, mate. Thank you.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go through it. They can watch this video, and then they can also, and I'll make sure they know about that,
yeah.
and they know about that,
Yeah.
and I'll probably drum that in with it with the big,
But that,
the pointy stick.
Mark, very clever, worked on these for many, many years. We had a machine with a broken one.
Yeah.
Send him out with a brand new latch. He goes up, puts a brand new latch on it,
Yeah.
function tests the machine, bang! Brand new latch is broken, had to go back with another one.
Yeah.
So it's so easily done. So you go to Murray High and they have a big sticker up here. Remember to take off travel latch.
Travel latch. Yeah.
But it's only there to stop it bouncing around when it's going down the road.
Yeah. I might have to hang a flag on there or something. Travel latch.
They will break it.
Don't break
I can
it.
guarantee it.
Yeah.
Because everybody's broken one. They've broken one. Mark's broken one. But if I tell them about it, it will just.
Yeah. You've now passed the responsibility on to
Yeah. We've done our
me and
bit.
them. So.
Education.
Right. Okay. Well, they'll look forward to using that.
That's the only. That's to drive the machine. There to put the legs down. Remember to take it off before you use it. Remember to disengage these once it's re-engaged back on the van.
Yeah. Yeah. Because otherwise you'll have two black
Otherwise you're
stripes
trying-
down the road.
Otherwise you're trying to. Yeah. Exactly that.
Well, you'll burn the
Obviously,
motor.
the handbrake is for parking up as well. Once you put those on, you don't need the handbrake. You don't go anywhere.
No.
But,
No. Happy days.
but it is.
So,
is.
What we might try and
That's a
do
look
sometime
at
is get some. I've seen somewhere some pads that slide over these, because we've quite often we're parked on grass.
Yeah, you can either get your nylon spreader pads
They're quite expensive, aren't they?
or some inch ply
Yeah.
and just get some made up, and then if you want them so they stay on there, it's 2 bits of batten and another bit to
Yeah,
slide
on the
them
top. Yeah.
Otherwise, most people just put 4 pads and just leave them in the cage.
Yeah. As long as they don't bounce
Just
out.
slide them out.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Because if you haven't got all this fancy stuff on it, the one with manual legs, people normally put so you can slot them here, but
Yeah.
you haven't got anywhere.
Well,
to slot
we got fancy stuff. We're fancy.
them.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Good little machine. Yeah.
It is.
Right.
Good big thing. And
Yeah.
I like to be able to put my hand in heart and say it's a good.
Yeah. So if somebody wanted a cherry picker, Andy,
Yeah.
or they wanted a cherry picker maintained or serviced or whatever else, how would they contact you?
Give you a call.
All right, give me a call and I'll tell you where to find him. He's a jolly good chap. So, right. Lovely job. Thank you very much indeed. We are done. Anybody want a little bobcat? Right, well that will please the tree team no end, because I know they've got a couple of jobs that need the winch. We've almost finished all the work over at the Yates shopping centre, but we've got a couple of ash to come down behind the cafe, and the only way to get it out is across the river, and the only safe way to do that is with a winch. So, and now we've got the winch back, so hopefully it works. I forgot to bring the control unit over with me, so yeah, but it's all wired in properly. It's on an isolator switch, and he's put a big 300 amp fuse in it, so it should all be pucker. So of course I came over all in my overalls, all dressed up, ready to get underneath the Land Rover, because I thought, to be honest, I honestly thought this, I thought I was doing it in his workshop and he would maybe assist while he was doing other stuff, but no, I basically watched him. So double bonus. Right, so it's home, get cleaned up, probably just download this SD card. I won't be doing any videos this afternoon, so this afternoon I am doing my bit with the NFU. We are visiting, or no, actually I'm going to a farm with a bunch of other farmers and business owners to talk to our local MP and discuss the impact of the government's policy with inheritance tax. So I saw something in the social media yesterday where the Prime Minister had been slightly hijacked on a building site by some farmers who kind of blockaded him in, and the comment he got, or the comment that I saw, I'm assuming was from the same day, was, oh well, people have got to make a decision whether they want shorter queues on the NHS or support the farmers. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Starmer, but trying to pit one group of people against another like that to cover up your own inability to actually manage the country properly with budget. So yeah, you'll take a load of money off the farmers, apparently to give to the NHS, but you'll give more than that in foreign aid to farmers in other countries. It doesn't make sense. You know, the whole thing reeks of bullshit and underhandedness. And I'm sorry, you think you're going to take 500 million off the farmers' inheritance tax? By the time we finish with you, mush, it's going to cost you a lot more than 500 million. So we're getting a bit more militant now, and it's just a case of you haven't listened, you haven't taken any notice, you haven't talked to us. You spoke to the NFU president for an hour and basically just, I ticked a box. I talked to him, that will appease him. Didn't even come close. So yeah, this is by far from over. So back off, Starmer. We've only just started. That changed the tone a bit, didn't it? We don't want to be militant. We don't want to cause disruption. We don't want to upset other people's lives. We don't want this. Never asked for it. But you know what? If someone comes and stamps on your toe, and then stamps on another toe, and then starts on the other foot stamping on the toe there, before long you're going to go, I've had enough. I'm going to stamp back. And that's what we're doing. We are going to stamp on Starmer's toe. He's not going to like it. Oh, Reg is ploughing. Should we go and see the plough? Let's go and see the plough. In fact, I think he's on the last field. We've got time. Let's go and see the plough. That out there is done. That looks like it's turned over quite nice, actually. And yeah, this is the last piece. This field's called Great Lees.